Today we're joined once again by two familiar hosts by this point, X and Huey.
Hello.
Welcome, gentlemen.
Hello.
How are you guys been?
Pretty good. Enjoying life. Juggling
But
6 kids. They're rotating their sickness amongst each other. But I mean, other than
it's
that,
just, it all comes back to dad.
yep.
What about you, Huey? What you got going on?
Hang in there, but I'm all right.
All right. Well, let's get right into it. The day before is all over my YouTube feed. It's everywhere. And, I've been tracking this game for 2 years. 2 years I've been tracking this game, and we get here to launch day, and gamers are as stupid as they were. I can understand reviewers, having to buy this game, and then that's their job. But why was this like top 10, or it was like top pre-orders? Like, this should not have been the case. I'm sorry. This, come on, we've seen this before. Have we not?
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty bad.
This is terrible. Like all the clues were there. This company is not known for following through on
Right.
any
They've
project.
dropped games before, so definitely not a pre-order. And then they're opening an early access, which is after all the nonsense with the lack of information and the change in all the gameplay and visuals. Like that does not bode well.
Right on. But I just don't understand why we keep making these same mistakes. Like, I am pretty sure that I just don't understand how you can keep buying a game and then like seeing how they have structured this game, like from the tutorial. Like, the tutorial takes so long before you can actually get into the game. People are speculating that they designed it this way to run up Steam's runtime, so you can't get your refund.
Yeah, I saw some stuff about that as well, as far as like server issues, like not being able to connect to servers or something, and all that being a plan as well.
Yeah. They were
Honestly, I
also
don't know. I don't think they went that far. I think it's just that bad of a game that
saying, like,
I don't think
I
there's
don't
some
want
grand
to like
conspiracy. I just think that it's so bad. Like the servers were horrible, so people could never connect. They spent time trying to connect to stuff, or the tutorial. That's just a game design problem. I don't think they necessarily designed it for that, but it just happened to end up sucking that way.
yeah. Um, I just like I'm tired of us as gamers. We're always I guess the casuals don't care. The that's what we have to understand. It's like, even though like a percentage of us is focused on being in the communities, reading the news and stuff like that, we have to understand that the casuals don't do any of this.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I feel like, well, this to me, there's just a pre-order crowd that is like set on pre-ordering everything they're interested in, and that is another problem too. I feel like you get burned so much, you've got to know, like, stop pre-ordering. At least wait for some reviews
Exactly.
on release date.
I mean, we've seen this from AAA studios at this point. This ain't
Exactly.
nothing new.
Yeah.
Like, so why would you all of a sudden just start pre-ordering from a company you know nothing about?
Right.
Like, don't assume that everything that you see is what you're gonna get. I learned that when The Division first showed up, the first trailer. Ubisoft did this years ago. Um, but it wasn't as egregious as this, to the point where like the actual genre of the game is not what they marketed it as.
Right.
Like, it's an extraction shooter, which is very different from an MMO survival. uh, and the glitches and the bugs, oh my god.
Yeah, the desync was pretty horrible from the videos I watched. Because, like I said, I'm not buying this game. For the videos I watched, the desync is atrocious. Like, I mean, how could you have a multiplayer game where people are shooting straight at the enemy, like another player, then the player teleports back and forth between different locations?
Yes.
I mean, that is horrendous. I guess the zombies were not desynced, so that at least that is good. But
But
part of your
still,
game
like,
is, yeah, part of your game is multiplayer. You have to get that part right.
yeah, and then
It's
people
not.
only running into like 2 or 3 zombies at a time,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
which is way different than when, they showed in the trailer like it's a horde coming after you.
Yeah, and
None of that is in the
actually,
game.
I actually like the look, the visuals. I'm not. I think it looks fine
Yeah,
as
the
far as
environment
yeah,
is
environments
fine.
look good, city looks good. It's just empty, and the performance is atrocious, and it's not what was promised. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Go
seeing
play DayZ if you
the
want
one
a
the one
survival.
the top positive review is, "Oh, I get it. This game was made the day before launch."
It looks like it. I
Oh
mean, people were
gosh.
like doing some extreme digging, like they found the asset pack they used for the city.
Right.
I'm like, dang,
There's
like,
nothing wrong with that. It's just
yeah,
using those assets and then delivering something that's bad. That's
yeah,
the problem.
exactly. Because then they're going to be like, well, how long did you actually spend in development? Because
Right.
this doesn't look like 4 years worth of development. Sorry.
Oh no,
Um,
definitely not.
this is more like, I won't even say 6 months would be
I would
generous.
say 6 months to a year, and then like
Yeah.
the first 6 months are them just trying to figure out what they're even gonna do.
Heck,
Like, we got all these assets now. We promised this. How are we gonna do this?
I ain't lying. But I think this warrants a class action lawsuit because this is a scam. And I don't think developers like this deserve a spot in the industry. Like, just, they've done this twice, okay. 3 times, here we go.
I think at the very
Like,
least, I don't know about a lawsuit. I think at the very least, it should just be delisted from stores.
yes,
So
absolutely.
no one else can buy it for now. They need to come back later and just release a full game. No early access if they're going to try to do any of that. Like, and maybe then once they've got everything else worked out, because this is obviously like a playtest version or something. There's no way this is even early access.
I just want to know, is this, were the developers actually trying to make something good, or was this from the beginning just to get a cash grab?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
that's what I would like to know.
You think
Because
do you,
go
do you
ahead,
think
Huey.
do you think the developer should offer a refund to people that purchased it, similar to CG Project Red when they offered a refund for Cyberpunk?
Well, it's on Steam, ain't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, so people can. I think if you don't exceed the 2 hours, I think
yeah, it's
that's what
2
they have.
hours.
And you can just get a refund yourself, which is a good thing about Steam.
But even if you do go past the 2 hours, but because it's so poorly received, shouldn't they still offer a refund anyway because of how bad the game is, according to the people that have played it?
They won't. It's not like a hard line where after 2 hours they won't. You're just more. You're less likely to get a refund after 2 hours.
Okay.
Like,
And it might
you
be.
can still like argue your case after 2 hours, but I mean that's their
I'm
general
pretty
rule.
sure. Pretty sure a lot of people are arguing that case at this
Yeah,
point.
I mean they,
'Cause
like I
I
said,
feel
they
like
leave spot in Steam refunds for comments as far as why you want to get a review or a refund, and you can include stuff like that, like I couldn't even connect to the servers to test it out. I was just trying to, all that kind of stuff you can include
hmm
to justify your reasoning. So I'm sure people are actually getting refunds. It's just harder. It's way more simplistic. Like, the automated refund system will usually just kick your refund to you if you're under 2 hours. But I think there's more review that goes on if you're over 2 hours.
I will say though, the Discord server, because I joined it just before the release,
Uh,
is very bad.
what do you? How's that?
Like, it's very negative.
Oh,
The people that are in the general chat channel is very negative.
right.
Did they locked the server, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, and they locked the bug reporting thread as well. So you
Yeah,
can't even report bugs or anything, which makes me think that they weren't really trying to make a good game. Like they're not trying to listen to criticism.
Right.
Like if you really believe this game was good, then you go out there and play it. Would this be a game you would want to play as a developer? Like, come on. Ah, man. But no one ever learns. It's the same as some other game will and I think it got so much attention because of how well that first trailer was designed
Right.
and that gameplay and like how that's probably why I got so much traction from the get go and the way they copied other people's trailer style. Like they taken some from like Call of Duty, some from GTA.
Right.
Like their presentation was better, but only because they were kind of like plagiarizing a little bit.
I mean, I think it's
But
better
yeah.
when you're not really showing true gameplay. You're just rendering something, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, anyone can make up something that looks cool. It's just
yeah,
actually
exactly.
having the gameplay to back that up. That's the difference.
Well, I guess we'll see in the coming weeks what happened. I'm would be surprised if a lawsuit didn't come out of this.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
What else we got? What else we got?
I can talk about Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
So they had a pretty big update. They added like what's it called? A epilogue section after you, like right before you complete the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a kind of a party celebration between you and your party members and stuff, like a gathering. Everyone regroups and you can kind of get closure with all your other allies and people you win with along the way before you finish the game, kind of thing.
Well, that's pretty neat.
They improved performance, added dynamic resolution for PlayStation 5, and another cool thing was the new modes. They have an honor mode, which is like hardcore kind of mode, and then custom, which allows you to tweak lots of different settings as far as like, because you haven't played any, right? Or seen any?
No, not at all.
Okay. So when you have like dice rolls or checks, you'll normally see what you need to roll to achieve it. So if you need to roll a 10, it'll say that's what you need, like required roll 10, which is kind of, to me, takes away from the anticipation of the dice roll, you know?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
or maybe you can plan more around it, like kind of weasel your way. Oh, you say, okay, I need a 10, so maybe I'll swap over to my character that rolls better in this, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it takes away. They made it so you have the ability to customize it so it's more like tabletop, where you might not know any of this information. You can choose to hide this kind of stuff from yourself so it doesn't pop up. Or like if you run across a trap or a place you can dig to find treasures, and you fail that roll, it'll normally notify you, but you can turn that kind of stuff off as well to make it more immersive, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. So you
Oh,
won't
okay.
know you won't know anymore if you fail to check. You'll just get surprised when the monster comes out and tries to kill you.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. So they added a lot of customization. You can customize like enemy aggression. Yeah, just a lot of stuff to really either make it more immersive or more like a tabletop, or to adjust the difficulty if you feel like it's too difficult. Like short heal or short rest normally don't heal you to full, but they made it so you can add so that they do heal you to full if you want. That will make it easier.
Yeah, they deserve Game of the Year.
Even you
Like
can hide health bars.
what?
Yeah, they made it so you can hide health bars to make it more tense, because in a typical game of D&D, you don't know the HP of the creature you're fighting. So you
I,
just have to attack until they're dead.
I will. If I do get that game, I will not be playing. I'm gonna need
You want
all
the
of the help
HP.
I can get. Need all the help
I'll guide you.
I can get.
But
All
yeah,
the hints.
a lot of good quality of life stuff there. So I'm excited
Yeah.
to try some, especially hiding the stuff. I want to hide the dice rolls so I don't see, because I definitely do that. I will like cheese it. I'm like, I think I can get by if I just run by with this character.
Well, yeah, that's good. I like it when they, especially the epilogue stuff, because they didn't need to do that, but
Right.
definitely helps with immersion.
Get the whole group back
Uh,
together at the end.
yeah.
Chat with whoever you
Uh,
missed a conversation with before the final fight, kind of thing.
Huey, do you play any tabletop D&D? Huey?
No, never.
Never.
I'm not into that. I'm not
Same.
into that genre of gaming. I just never. But even just from watching it, I've just never been into it.
Neither have I, but I don't know. For some reason, this one makes me want to at least play it for
Yeah,
myself.
it's really. I have not played like any long campaign D&D, but I've done a couple of games, like in real life. Just one-off things, and
Hmm.
the game is a really good, easy intro into this kind of gameplay.
Yeah.
It calculates everything for you. Like you don't have to worry about calculating stuff or remembering your like proficiency and all that kind of stuff. It'll automatically do all that for you.
Okay. Yeah, something I'm gonna have to pick up then. Once it goes on sale, I'm looking for that 50% off.
Oh my gosh! Good luck. Game of the year. You just
I know after we just won Game of the Year, it's gonna be a while.
But then the only
I
other
got.
thing I had was the. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, like it's gonna be a while, but thankfully I got some stuff that'll hold me over.
Yeah.
Might be a summer game for me.
Yeah. The only other thing I had was the Dragon's Dogma releases March 22nd next year, so it's
Oh,
coming up pretty
nice.
quick.
I just wish it was co-op or something.
Yeah, I could see that. But
Um,
their last game was also single player, so
mm,
I'm fine with it as long as the story is good. The graphics look great. They got new classes. The Trickster is one they showed off recently. He uses smoke and illusions to confuse enemies and buff people as well.
oh,
So
okay.
you can kind of like sit in the sidelines if you want and let your pawns do more, or make the enemies attack themselves. So,
Oh,
but they
okay.
showed some gameplay of their new monster, Bronze Giant Talos, and it's kind of reminded me of Shadow of the Colossus because it's just this huge bronze giant, and you have different ways you can get on top of it or climb it in order to attack
Hmm.
the weak points. Like one of the ways was they jumped and grabbed some like harpies by the legs and then steered the harpies on top of the bronze
Oh,
giant.
that's pretty neat.
Yeah. Or
See, I
like,
know nothing about Dragon's Dogma, so when I pick that up, I'm gonna be going in completely blind.
yeah, nah, it looked really good. I like the spells that they had, and you can make the Beastren characters, which are these new like beast race.
What are they called?
Beastren. It's kind of it looks
Oh,
like a more humanoid version of the Khajiit from Skyrim, kind of.
oh, okay.
So less cat, but still beast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll be something I'll have to pick up. There's
Yeah.
been a lot of good games this year.
Oh yeah.
People were saying that because we were talking about Baldur's Gate, people were talking about Spider-Man got 2 got nominated for a bunch of stuff but didn't win anything. And it kind of makes sense. I can see why because there was no. It was cookie cutter and it was kind of safe
Yeah.
like the whole way through. There wasn't really any innovation other than traversal was cleaned up. A little bit like it was easier to get around. I like that stuff,
Right.
but still, like the foundation of the game, it was still the same. Like if I'm trying to think, like what defining characteristics 1 and 2. Like if you were just watching somebody play, like how would you be able to see uh, or tell the difference between the two? Most of
Right.
the time, it would just be traversal, but you wouldn't know either. Other from that, you wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah.
Um, so it definitely goes. It definitely deserves Game of the Year for that. Also, speaking of the Game Awards, the Call of Duty devs got mad because the voice actor for uh, Kratos said his
Christopher Judge.
speech say again, Christopher
Christopher.
Judge.
Yep.
Yep, thank you, Huey. Uh, he said his speech was longer than the Call of Duty campaign,
Oh my gosh.
and they got all the devs got butt hurt about that. I'm like,
Doesn't he normally give long speeches too? I feel like he
he
gave really
does.
long. Yeah. He gave a really
Yeah.
long speech last time as well.
But they didn't like that at all. I'm like, y'all need to chill out. When's the last time a Call of Duty game even got any awards? Since they've been making it.
Right.
That's what I want to know. You guys have been making the same cookie cutter crap for like the past couple of years. But yeah. Also, I mean, since we're already on the Game Awards, did you guys see anything, any trailers that interested you that
Yes.
came out of it?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead,
Was it the
Huey.
first? Yeah, so there was something I noticed. The biggest surprise was the Blade announcement. I didn't expect it to come up.
Me neither. But I also have a question for you. I did
Oh,
some
God.
digging on this game. This game is produced by a Microsoft-owned developer, Arcane Lion.
Yeah. They made
And
the Dishonored series, Prey, and
yeah,
Deathloop.
yeah. So people are speculating that this might be a Microsoft exclusive. So it'd just be on Xbox and PC. How do you feel about that? Is this game enough to make you want to get a PC if they showed gameplay in the next year?
I don't believe they would make this a console exclusive. It's a Marvel game.
When when Microsoft was asked about, or whoever was asked about that, they declined to comment. So let's just say a year from now, gameplay trailer comes out. It looks fantastic, and Arcane Lion is known for producing great games. I didn't play Deathloop, but I definitely played Dishonored. Both of those were great.
You play Prey?
I did not play Prey. I couldn't get into it, but I heard it was good. But what do you want to do?
Are you asking if it's going to be Xbox exclusive?
Yeah, if this game were to come out as an Xbox exclusive and PC,
Are you buying
is
that
it
PC?
enough? Yeah.
I'll buy an Xbox before I buy a PC for
What
you.
is
What?
wrong with you?
What is-
You have a
what?
sickness.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I'm not gonna buy a PC just for one game. Like it's not like a. I don't think it's not gonna be a genre-defining video game. So I'm not gonna buy just that game just for PC.
So you'd buy the Xbox just for that game, though?
If that was the case,
Why? What's the difference? The
then
PC
yes.
is better. You can do other stuff with it. The Xbox.
I know, but it's not. I understand, but not for Blade though. Not for Blade. As much as I'm a big fan of Blade, the film series and the comic, but I wouldn't buy a PC for Blade. Like it's not like a really highly anticipated game.
But you would go buy
But
an
between the
Xbox.
two
You would go buy a
options, you
whole
would choose
console.
the Xbox first.
Yes, of course.
Why is that? Of course.
But obviously, like I didn't know Blade was going to be announced.
No,
So-
we're saying like, why would you choose a more what's the word? Like handicapped type like machine when even if you were to buy it just for Blade, it would open up so many more options for you.
Right. We're
You can
assuming you're
literally-
going to buy one or the other, and you chose the
It's-
worst one.
Only because it's more convenient. That's why to have a console, like a newer console. That's why.
How is it more convenient? Because of the price?
Yeah.
I feel like you can get a decently
You
if you were to
can.
build. Yeah, I was about to say if you build a PC or just
It's not going to be as
got-
cheap, but you can still get pretty close.
yeah.
I know, but if
And
I
you're-
was to get, if I was to consider PC, I'd probably want to go for like an extreme PC, like a like
You don't have to go extreme.
No, but I would like to though. So I feel like a PC because it's like a PC is a big investment. I would want to buy a high end one.
No, look, that's the difference between the PC and the console. You can upgrade it, so you can start off wherever. And if you decide later, I want to go extreme, then that's when you sink the money in.
Nah, not no. I'd rather just go like a stream first
Oh
time.
my
I wouldn't want to buy. I don't want to buy like a standard gaming PC and then upgrade as I go along. I wouldn't want to. I'll just buy a high end first time.
The
All right, we're gonna
silence.
edit out all his parts now. We're gonna move
What
on.
do you edit it out? What?
He's just talking nonsense. Now I thought I'd be to have at least, some
But not for
Some-
Blade though.
some
Some
sense.
nuance, something. This bug's like, I want
Oh,
the
Blade.
poop.
If it was,
Give
no,
me-
if it was like if Cyberpunk was PC exclusive, then I probably would have had no choice but to buy a PC. Not Blade.
But out of the option, you chose a piece Xbox, so there is no way. It's not making sense. Moving on.
Skull and Bones.
you-
No, I just kidding.
Oh my, yeah, because it was on there. Because they have a release date
February.
for
16th.
February. Yeah. First of all, I'm like, right now, I hope this game just sinks. I wish no developers I hope they don't lose their jobs. Not saying that, but at the same time, this game is doing nothing. It's been pushed back to the point of obscurity. No one cares at this point.
It really has been delayed so many times.
Exactly. And the time that we actually got to see gameplay, it didn't encourage anybody else to buy it. Like,
Yeah.
it looked like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but you could not control anything but the ship.
Yeah, you can't get off the ship.
Yeah. You can watch your people get off the ship and go raid a place, but then it just cuts to a black screen.
Right.
And then it just shows like the
outcome.
the outcome, and then you're back on the ship. Like, it's like World of Tanks. Like, all you do is play
That's
as a
true.
tank,
Yeah.
which is trash. Sorry, but if you're gonna have a game like that, strictly about being a pirate, then I want to do all the things of being a pirate.
Okay, here. I'm playing devil's advocate. What price would you say is suitable for Skull and Bones?
$40.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, because I don't think it's not worth a $70 game. Sorry,
Oh no, definitely. I wouldn't. No.
but you absolutely it's gonna be a $70 game.
I say release at 40, and then like 3 months later, it should be down to 30.
If it releases at 40, that tells me that they have some kind of like, they kind of know what they're making.
They set their expectations right.
Yeah, exactly.
But if they
if
expect
y'all-
70 from this, they're insane.
Exactly. And knowing Ubisoft, it's gonna have that $70 price tag on it.
That's okay. Like I said, Ubisoft games they'll drop like 3 months later. It'll be cheap.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I ain't buying it anyway. It just looked boring.
Yeah, it
Like,
does look pretty boring. I just hate that you
Oh.
can't leave the ship. That's my biggest thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's
According
just,
to PlayStation Store, it is currently set at $70 to pre-order,
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, there goes that.
well, there you go.
and
That's
and $100 to pre-order the premium edition.
100 for what?
Dead on
But
arrival.
you get two bonus missions, an art book, soundtrack, and 3 days early access for premium edition.
Dead on arrival. Ain't no way nobody gonna pay $100 to play as a ship. There's just no way.
Oh my gosh. 100.
Anyway, we
for
got
the
some
premium.
others. No.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Can we go ahead and close that page up? Go ahead. Anyway, we got next iteration of Monster Hunter
Oh yeah.
called Monster Hunter Wilds. I didn't get to play the last one, just didn't interest me enough, but maybe we'll see on this one. I'm gonna go through these pretty quick. What were you gonna say?
No, go ahead. I'm just listening.
Oh, okay.
I was interested in that. Go ahead.
Hideo Kojima announced this next project called Overdose. He says a mix between he's more than a game. It's a movie and a game. Don't know what that means, but we'll see. Him and Jordan Peele got up there for 6 minutes and talked back and forth. Meanwhile, the people from Baldur's Gate only got about 30 seconds to say a speech. I think it's crazy, but moving on. God of War Ragnarok got a DLC called Valhalla, which is like a roguelike type DLC where it looks like you go to a certain place and you play through defeated. I don't know. You just like Kratos is fighting different types of enemies,
Hmm.
and then he gets killed and he wakes back up at the beginning.
Yeah.
Uh,
You don't play
so
many
I don't.
roguelites, do you?
I don't, but I'll
Okay.
be playing this because I love God of War's combat.
I love
The
roguelites.
finals was, what you say?
I was saying I love roguelites. Go ahead.
The finals was Shadow Drop, so that's now available to play. I'm not keen on the $20 outfits that are now
Wait, they're
got on the store.
$20?
Yep, $20 outfits. They also took out some stuff. Don't know why they did that. I mean, just some cosmetic stuff. I don't know why it had to be taken out. I'm not a developer. Uh, they said the movement was slowed down, but I can't tell a difference since I play as a light.
See,
But
I read recently that people are confusing the change in FOV, like the default FOV settings, as a movement speed change.
oh really?
Yeah, so a lot of people had a wider field of view, and then when they released, it was at like 70 or something like that, and increasing it back to like 100 is supposed to make it look like or look more like it did before before
Oh
release.
okay. It's still fun to play. Like, still the same. It looks more. It's more absolutely more polished now. Um, there's less jankiness. Like tossing equipment. Like sometimes I remember in the beta, you would toss a grenade. The grenade would fly, but the animation of tossing would not occur.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had that problem anymore. It just feels more polished at this point.
Right.
The battle pass is crap though. There is nothing in there that would make me want to buy that battle pass.
It's all cosmetic stuff, yeah?
Yeah, it's all cosmetic, and I think you get like the little credits that they use to buy stuff from the store. You
Oh,
get
okay,
those
I
in there
got you.
too. But Ghost
How much
said
is the
that
battle pass?
it's $10 for like base and $20 if you want to skip some tiers.
Oh, okay.
But Ghost said that um, there's not enough credits in there to like buy another one.
Mm-hmm.
Like how usual battle passes, they'll have enough credits in there. If you save them all up, you can buy the next one.
Right.
I had to do some more digging on that, but that's what he said. We already talked about Skull and Bones. We're getting another Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Next iteration in the Budokai Tenkaichi series.
Yep.
It's been 20 years. 20 years since we played the heck out of that game
Yes,
back
we
in the
did.
day.
We did.
Oh my god. I think it's the game you broke a blood vessel on in your hand. I don't know which game that was, but yeah,
Gosh.
I remember that. Ex-BioWare veterans showed off a new RPG called Exodus. You play as a traveler exploring the universe, and you try to avoid the enemy called Celestials. Hellblade announced gave out a new reveal trailer. No release date as of yet.
It's a new game, not or DLC.
New game.
Okay.
Yeah. Black Myth Wukong has a release date, August 20th of next year, releasing on all platforms. The Souls-like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looks like it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
Outlast Trials, the 4-player, multiplayer co-op type horror game, is coming to consoles. March 5th of next year. Has anybody had a chance to play that?
I will not touch it. Too scary for me.
Even with friends?
Yeah. Too scary for me. I won't even play the forest, man. The forest isn't even real like horror.
Forest wasn't that bad.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It just stuff freaks me out. I don't want to see it.
I didn't like the forest. I didn't like the forest. It's not a good game.
The Forest was too janky.
But is it scary to you?
The jump scares were okay, but I wouldn't call it scary.
Okay. But yeah, I haven't played the Outlast game.
I'm not playing Outlast.
I've seen some of the gameplay. That's why I definitely don't want to play.
No, I
It's
played
too
it. It's
much for
fun.
me.
I'm still waiting for the Outlast Trials to be to come to PlayStation.
This
What is it
man.
on?
Exclusive on PC at the moment.
Oh, what a shame.
Got him. You should have chose the right way. Space Marine 2. We got a reveal trailer and a release date, September 9th of next year. That's a definite day one cop.
Yeah, that
I'm
one
not
looks good.
skipping that. I don't know if y'all saw, but No Man, the Hello Games announced their next game
Oh yeah.
called
it
Light
called?
No Fire.
Okay.
It looks like the blueprint of No Man's Sky, but it's 4-player co-op, and it's just focused on one planet, which is Earth,
Okay, cool.
basically. And it's just like a bunch of crafting and stuff. It showed a lot of base building.
So like survival
Yeah,
kind of game. Okay.
and you show like some dragon riding. I don't know what else is on there. Might be some quests you have to take on, but it looked really good. It's definitely something I'll be checking out. But yeah, you guys have anything else?
I was just gonna say, couple smaller things. Well, I guess depending on what games you play. World War Z got another DLC as well.
What was it called?
Shoot, I don't remember what it's called. It's $9.99, I believe. But it's new characters and a couple new missions. They constantly release stuff for that. I was surprised.
Yeah, that developer is actually pretty good when it comes to putting out new content. Like they really have been sticking with that game.
Yeah, and they're the ones who are doing the what's it called? The game you just talked about.
Space.
Yeah, Space Marine.
Yeah, yeah, which I'm actually excited about. I like when developers keep up with their projects
It's
and
called
stick with it.
Valley of the Zeke.
Okay.
And then the only other thing I had was Ready or Not is doing its full release December 13th.
You said a full release?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Which should be a lot because they've actually been doing stuff behind the scenes and not releasing it to the early access version.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you should get like almost a pretty huge overhaul of everything.
Oh man, we gotta hop back in there.
Yeah, so December
It would be
13th,
nice if we had,
1.0 drops.
it's what? Sorry.
I was just saying December 13th, 1.0 drops. What were you saying?
Oh, okay. December 13th this year?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
I was about to say we can have a consistent fourth if you got a PC.
Here you go.
What you say?
I said, here you go.
Yeah, here I go. I don't think I had anything other than one of the devs for Ark Survival Ascended, which is the remake of Ark Survival Evolved. I didn't know that.
Right. Yeah, it's like a
During-
remaster of some sort.
Yeah, during one of the charity streams, his name is Jeremy Steiglitz. Terrible last name. It's the co-founder of their studio was like, the servers are ass, they run like ass, and their stability is ass.
Oh my god.
We need to improve it. It's going to be improved. He said that all live during that charity stream.
Oh my god. I don't think it would be that bad, but the charity stream makes it funnier.
Yeah, but people in the comments they thought it was funny, and actually, they champion that because it's like somebody's not lying to them.
Right.
Like you can clearly
exactly.
see, because we don't like to see. Don't try to, spin bull crap to us. Like
Right.
talk to us like people. But the game currently has a mixed Steam review, mostly because of performance issues, bugs, the usual stuff. Apparently, crossplay had to be disabled for Windows clients when you try to join PvP servers because there's so much cheating going on. You get killed through
Lord.
walls or people using speed hacks. So right now they're working with Microsoft and anti-cheat software called BattleEye. Just so you know, just for the Windows version of the game.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all I had. Huey, what do you got for us? Let's wrap it up. Footnotes with Huey. Ba-da-ba-ba-da.
Oh, sorry. Did you mention? Did you hear the Sega reveal in the Game Awards?
No.
Sega review?
Yeah, Sega reveal. So, in the next several years, they'll be releasing new games for their legacy franchises, which include Jet Set Radio, Shinobi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, and Crazy Taxi.
You're really bringing Crazy Taxi back. Who's playing these games? That's what I want to know.
I think a lot of people like Jet Set Radio.
I heard
I-
that, but
I play Streets of Rage every now and then.
yeah, but you like the retro games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work with me. It's not something I'm interested in.
Is it because the graphics are outdated? Is that why?
It depends. Like I can play Streets of Rage was like a side scroller.
You know,
If
like
I
a beat 'em
remember.
up, yeah.
Yeah, so that wasn't that bad. I can deal with that, but like if we're gonna go back to like GTA San Andreas, I'm not playing that.
I always play it. I always play the GTA trilogy. Always.
Nah, I'm not trying to see polygons.
Fuck.
What'd you say?
No, I was laughing.
Uh,
Also, yes, Cyberpunk update came out this week. So, like we were last time, I did play the new updates. I like the metro system and playing the Radio Wallet Foot. I like the new additions to the game.
Okay, cool.
I was hoping there was a new game plus, but I don't
You
know whether
still
that's
don't
gonna
have
happen
that
or
out?
not. No. I was hoping it would be available by now because obviously they added the Phantom Liberty DLC, so it would have made sense to at least have a new game plus at least. But there's still no new game plus available.
Like the game's
Yeah.
been out long enough to warrant a new game plus.
Yeah, of course. That was probably the biggest ask by everyone when they saw all the features mentioned. When there was no mention of new game plus, people was asking like, why is there no new game plus added or featured?
Get a PC, make your own new game plus.
There's a mod.
That's
for
what
it,
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Also,
all I do now.
Also, there was did you mention the news on Rockstar Games?
What about them?
The GTA 6 trailer came out this week.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna talk about
absolutely.
that.
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to keep my hype down to a minimum, but it seems like they captured the energy of Florida
Wow.
completely. Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, it's not even satire at this point. That's actually Florida.
Right.
If you really, that's not satire. That's how the actual state is like. But yeah, I think they did a good job. Looks real interesting. Knowing Rockstar, we all know it's GTA. Is always groundbreaking. Whatever they do. Red Dead's graphics still outdo some games that are out now. Red Dead's physics still outdo some games to this day. But yeah, I'm excited. It's GTA. Why wouldn't I be?
One of the things I
Did
really
you
like
hear
about one of the things I really like about GTA games is just like the civilian interactions, or just like the crowds in general, how people react to you and respond to everything you do.
You say you don't like?
No, I do like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's another thing that people, like a lot of people, a lot of developers haven't really cracked the code. Is like Rockstar knows how to make a world feel alive.
Right. I feel like Watch Dogs 2 did a really good job of that too, though.
Yeah, yeah, they did have a good open
A lot
world.
of good interactions where you could call in gangs and cops at the same time and do crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, it's just like the city feels alive. Even when you're playing GTA 5, like you
Right.
can hear the radio in cars when they go by, people talking on the phone. Like it's just the civilians react to you, whatever you do. It's a really good open world.
Right.
Like I think on Red Dead, I would just spend hours like hunting and stuff before even doing like the main campaign because it was just so immersive.
What were you
But
gonna
yeah.
say, Huey?
Anything that stood out to you in the trailer? Like any new additions or things that have returned back to the franchise?
Um, no, not really. I didn't see anything that stood out. Wasn't Vice City based in Miami?
Yes, it's called Leonida now.
It's called what?
So Florida is now referred to as Leonida,
Okay.
but
All right.
previously in the Vice City, in the original Vice City game, when it was released, it was just called Florida, the state. So Vice City was set in Florida, but now Florida is now referred to as Leonida.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm excited. We all
What do
know
you
the
think of
sort.
the What do you think of the Bonnie and Clyde influence?
I'm excited for that too. It's nice to have a female protagonist this time, and a woman of you know, eclectic, not eclectic, but uh, diverse cast. Because what have we had now? A Russian black guy. Uh, what's the other one? Is that
Puerto Rican,
is Puerto Rican? Yeah. So
Luis.
yeah, my thing is why all I see a bunch of races on uh on Twitter talk about how Rockstar has gone woke. Like, what have y'all been for like the past couple of games? Like, their games
I,
have always been diverse. What is
yeah,
going on?
I don't think they're GTA fans because like people point out, like, do you not play San Andreas? Like it was clearly set in LA.
Exactly. Like, a whole game is just it's so they've always been like that. They just tell me they just I guess they're just being mad just for the sake of being mad or just to store up controversy, but it seems
And
like a
there's
waste of time to me.
and it's deja vu again because like how GTA 5, Lindsay Lohan tried to sue because of her likeness. There's now the Miami Joker trying to sue for the because you've seen the trailer. There's like a
Yeah,
mugshot of a guy
exactly.
being taken. Now the Miami Joker like demanded, oh, I want two. It wants 2 million for his likeness.
Bruh. Do you think Rockstar don't even know well, they do know he exists, but they ain't giving you your money. They ain't gonna give you nothing for that.
Yeah. If Lindsay Lohan lost, you're not gonna win.
I ain't lying. Rockstar is that's a titan that you going up against. Them
I do
lawyers
have
would chew you up.
I do have one concern though.
What?
Rockstar needs to fix the whole leak, and because the trailer leaked, that's why they released it early.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with all these leaks. That developer's son that leaked that crap. I hope he didn't cost his dad his job. Yeah, because that was insane. Just to
Yeah,
put it
because
on TikTok.
Rockstar is so secretive and so tight knit. Like you don't hear
I ain't
anything from
lying.
them. Like even to the point when people criticize them for not even communicating enough with their fan base, and how all of a sudden, in the last year or so, there's been so many leaks. Even the trailer leaked before the premiere day on YouTube. So that's probably the biggest concern because I don't want like future trailers to be leaked, or let's say you know how you know how some reviewers get to play the game early.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want that to be like a massive leak before release date. Like
I
you
ain't
see
lying.
scenes. I don't want to see the ending or certain major scenes in the game be released before release date because that'll just ruin the experience.
Because some people will literally just go to Twitter and like post or just post the ending or they just tweet stuff in the story. I'm like, bro, why do y'all just get off on like ruining other people's time?
Yeah, 2025 is a long wait.
I mean, it's only 2 years. 2 years ago by just like that. But that year though, leading up to GTA, it's gonna be insane. That week before, my God, they better have them leaks on lockdown.
They have to.
Man, there's no way I'd break that NDA.
And also, at least that puts to bed the that guy that was running around claiming to be Jason in the game.
Who?
It's this actor called Brian Zampella. He's been running around like claiming to be Jason from GTA 6.
Why is he doing that?
I don't know, but obviously it's clearly not him because Rockstar makes whoever's doing their voice acting like sign NDAs or be quiet while working. So he's been trolling, not trolling, but he's been like campaigning like, oh, he's Jason from GTA 6, like for months and months and months, which is quite annoying.
Remember, this is the side of GTA I don't like. The community. It's trash. The community is trash. Sorry. I don't know nothing about the role play community, but as far as like the community that GTA builds and like the environment they build is trash. They need to do better with this next online iteration. I don't know what they're gonna do.
That's wishful thinking.
I know, but I just wish they would communicate better instead of being in the dark, especially with like a live action, not live action, but live service game. Like you need to communicate with your audience. But what are we gonna do? It's Rockstar. They give us GTA and we obey.
Oh my gosh.
Anybody got anything else?
Oh, that was it for me.
An update from PlayStation Network. So early this week, as of Tuesday, there was mention of the permanent PlayStation Network bans, so people couldn't log in. But then within hours, some users mentioned that their accounts were restored, and there was no response from Sony as to why there was random permanent bans given out.
Can you imagine the panic? Like if you've had your account like me for like 15 years, and then you wake up and your account's locked or permanently banned, and everything that you bought on the account is no longer accessible. Which makes me think I need to start buying physical again.
Yep.
Because I do not want that to happen to my account. My account is very old, and I bought a lot of games on this account. Potential of being locked out from this? No. Thank you guys for showing up.
Yeah.
Huey, did you have anything else? That was Footnotes with Huey. I don't
that's
have a
all.
jingle.
Yeah, that's all for this week.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you ring that bell. Hit that subscribe button. And smash that like button. Until next time, gentlemen.